Hi guys, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Mike.
This is the Disney for Couples podcast. We talk about everything you'd want to know as kid-free adult going to Walt Disney World, sometimes Disneyland, because Disney is no place for kids.
It truly isn't.
Today, we are going to talk about, this is appropriate for the day we're recording because it's disgusting outside, how to spend a rainy day at Magic Kingdom.
Ah, very good.
Have we been? Oh, we were at Magic Kingdom in that crazy storm with the flooding.
Yes.
It wasn't really a storm. It was like a downpour, but there was that flooding and the cast member was up to like his knees.
Yeah,
and it trying to like sweep it into the sewers.
I think the drain. I think the
Into
drain.
yeah.
The drainage was all clogged up, and they were trying to rake away the debris.
Yeah.
Or something.
So Orlando, Central Florida, where Disney World is located, has ridiculous weather. It's always hot. It's always humid, and sometimes it's also rainy.
Yeah.
And sometimes the rain doesn't make it cooler.
No. Sometimes it's much worse.
There's a rainy season, but honestly, I've gone to Disney World my whole life, and there's rarely a day when there's not like a chance of rain or a quick rain.
Right.
That doesn't mean every single day of your vacation you're going to get rain. Maybe you're not going to get any.
Yeah.
But like we always go to the park knowing that the chance of there being something is pretty likely.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is that a lot of the times they pass really, really fast.
Yeah.
So you can like go on a ride and come out and like the sun's out.
Yep.
You can go to lunch and be done and the sun's out.
And generally speaking, if you plan a Disney trip during the winter months, you'll have a much better shot at not getting any rain at all on your trip. You may get like 1 or 2 days, but if you go in the summer, guaranteed rain every day.
Yeah. But that does not mean don't go to the park, because rainy days, if it's not like a stormy day where it's going to be storming all day long, or like, of course, like a hurricane, if it's just rain, that's one of the best times to be in the parks because it clears out.
Mm-hmm.
The crowds go down, wait times go down. It's easier to get into restaurants. You can really make a lot out of a rainy day. So if you can bear it, stay.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So whether or not the forecast has rain, we always suggest packing some type of rain gear. You are allowed to have umbrellas in Disney World. So you can just get like a collapsible umbrella, throw it in your bag, get a couple of those cheap ponchos that are like one use that you can throw out. Put them in your bag. Put them in a locker. There's lockers in all of the parks. We have an article on our website with the locker locations. You can go into our show notes to link to that. We also have an article where we have our favorite ponchos that you can order online for your next trip. So go into the show notes to get to that. But just bring something, because what's really miserable is getting soaked in a 5-minute downpour and then having to walk around like that all day. Because
right.
Like we said, it's not going to cool the temperatures off probably. So you're going to get out of a rainstorm soaking wet and be in humidity.
Right.
So you're not going to dry out.
And if you end up getting your clothes wet at night, you're not even going to have the sun to help you.
Yep. What we do, well, we do different things when we're kind of like assessing the weather for the day. I use just the built-in weather app on my iPhone. I really trust that app. That's what I use when I hike at home, and it's almost never wrong in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But you have like more advanced, you're like the weather guy in the relationship.
Yeah.
So what do you use?
I use the National Weather Service. If you go to, I believe it's forecast.weather.gov and then type in Walt Disney World, I think the local forecast office is based in Melbourne, Florida, or Bourne, I don't know how you say that, but that's where I get my forecast info.
Yeah, so you can like check out what it's going to be like in case you want to plan ahead, but honestly, we just kind of default to like, it's probably going to rain. what do we have?
It's 50-50.
Yeah, and we do bring, we always have ponchos and we always have an umbrella, but like mainly we just kind of try to stay inside.
Yeah.
Like at the park.
And I don't want to step on toes. That's like I don't know if it's in your notes, but that's pretty easy to do in Magic Kingdom.
Excellent segue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Magic Kingdom and Epcot are the two best places to be in the rain, especially Magic Kingdom for a few reasons. Magic Kingdom has tons of rides and attractions and shops to choose from. There are a lot of indoor queues, and Magic Kingdom is tight. It's the smallest park. Even Epcot, which would be my second choice to be in the rain, which has a lot of indoor experiences, a lot of shops that you can go into. It's not as tight. So you're walking from place to place in the rain a lot, especially outside of the World Showcase. At the Magic Kingdom, it's like you, maybe with the exception of Frontierland right now, you take 2 steps and you can be inside somewhere.
Totally.
So it's my favorite park to be in if it's raining.
Yeah.
It's also where a lot of kids are, so that when it rains, if parents are like, we got to get them out of here, like they don't like lightning, or they just like kids aren't good in the rain, or it's just a natural time when the parents are like, we're going to go. Like, this is a good time to leave. The park clears out.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a decent amount of shows at the Magic Kingdom. There's Country Bear Jamboree. There's the Filler Magic.
Right. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that because we're going to go land by land and discuss
all right.
the best things to do in each area. And actually, thank you for saying Fantasmic, because I had forgotten about
Filler
that.
Magic.
What did I say?
Fantasmic.
Not good in the rain.
Right.
Fantasmic is the outdoor pyrotechnic show in Hollywood Studios. Well, speaking of, Hollywood Studios is not good in the rain because it does not surprisingly have a lot of rides. It does have a lot of big ticket rides with long lines, and many of those queues are completely outside, not covered.
You're right.
Animal Kingdom has even less. It's enormous. Animal Kingdom is the biggest of the 4 parks. It starts out humid. I always think that because of the landscaping that they've done there and how many plants there are, it's beautiful. That park feels the most humid to me.
Okay.
So that's the last place I want to be in the rain.
Uh-huh.
And it's even more spread apart. You have to walk farther to get to stuff. It's harder to get on rides. There's fewer rides. Even the attractions sometimes have long waits. So I would avoid Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom if you know it's going to be very rainy for like the whole day.
I also think that it's easy to feel disoriented in Animal Kingdom, and if it starts raining, that's only going to add to your confusion.
Yeah, a lot of what is so nice about Animal Kingdom is outside, and it's harder to appreciate it in the rain. The first time you and I ever went to Animal Kingdom together, it was this like extremely light, misty rain for the whole day.
Yeah.
And we were soaked.
Yep.
Our clothing was soaked through. It was so uncomfortable. It was not enjoyable.
The days before performance wear.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, since before we wore it.
I think we went through like 2 vacations after that where we didn't go anywhere near Animal Kingdom because we had such
of that experience.
Bad memory of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of Magic Kingdom, Main Street.
Yeah.
If you walk into the Magic Kingdom and it's like already raining, go into the Emporium.
Yep.
The Emporium is big. It stretches the whole length of Main Street. You can like kill a lot of time in there. If you need to cut through to somewhere, it's a great cut through so you can get out of the rain. And if you want to eat, there's Casey's, which is the only quick service in that part of the park. Besides the confectionery and the bakery, but like as far as like a quick service restaurant, Casey's is the only one, and you can get into Casey's without even going outside. There's indoor seating, and if you have to go to the outdoor seating, if it's busy inside, it's like mainly covered.
Right.
So very easy to spend time on that side of Main Street. You can go over to the other side of Main Street, and you can go into the confectionery, Uptown Jewelers, and Crystal Arts. Many of the stores there are connected. You can just walk through, but if you have to walk out onto the sidewalk is covered. So it's just like really easy to not get soaked.
Main Street's
on Main Street.
Good shot of not getting wet.
Yeah, and a little insider tip, Crystal Arts, if you have the D23 membership, you can get a discount at Crystal Arts. Yeah, Crystal Arts is not a Disney store. So they don't always honor all the Disney discounts, but they do honor the D23. And when we went and used it, she had to like look up how to put it into the computer because she said so many people don't even know about it and like use it. If you want to eat to get out of the rain, it's like one of the greatest times to eat is when it's raining. Because like we said, the rainstorms can be so fast but by the time you're done, like, I mean, we've gone into like Soarin' and walked out and it's sunny. So if you want to eat, that's a good time to do it because by the time you're done, it might have already passed.
Right.
The Crystal Palace, if you want to stay in that part of the park to avoid getting wet, the Crystal Palace might have walk-up availability. And that's a good restaurant because even if you have to wait for a little bit, you can sit on the covered porch.
Yep.
So if it's windy, it's not going to be pleasant. But if it's just like raining and you're not going to get wet, that would be a good place. Okay. Liberty Square.
I was about to say, I wonder if we're going to go left or right first.
We're going to go
left.
Yep. Yeah. Liberty Square. But I didn't do this necessarily in like walking order. So don't follow my walking order directions. You'd be skipping around a little bit. But I just split them up. Haunted Mansion. Great ride in the rain.
Totally.
Because the queue is covered.
Yep.
Most of the queue
is
covered. So, of course, if the line is so long that the queue you'd stand on is not covered, skip it. But a lot of the outdoor queue is covered.
Right.
And you spend a good amount of time inside for a dark ride. With the ride and the pre-show combined, you're in there for about 10 minutes. And that doesn't include if there's usually like a little bit of a line inside.
And they usually stop the ride 8 times.
Right. And
while you're riding it.
Stop the ride a whole lot, which we love because you can really like, look in detail at like whatever room you're stopped in.
The portion. So when you're nearest the entrance into the load in into the pre-show, that section of queue, I like the section that you feed into with all the interactive exhibits. Obviously that's not covered, but
right, if they have the extended queue,
right?
But sometimes if it's short enough that you wouldn't have to wait in the rain, you're not getting on that part of the queue. You're just under that green awning,
right?
Yeah. If you do end up going on that and you leave and it's still kind of rainy, you can duck into Memento Mori. They're not connected, but the gift shop is right there.
It's so close.
Now it's tiny, but you can spend more time in there than you would think. And I suggest you do if you like Haunted Mansion souvenirs because you can't find that stuff almost anywhere else in Disney World.
True.
Many of the items there are only there. So don't think that you have to like rush through because it's small. There's that back section that has some of the nicer stuff and like the art. So, take your time. The other thing you can do in Liberty Square, what is the best thing to do in the rain? Because it takes forever.
The Hall of POTUS.
The Hall of Presidents. For 2 reasons. The waiting area inside, which you could like just go into. You don't even have to go on the ride. You could just go into the waiting area, is like a museum.
Right.
And then the attraction itself is, do you know how long?
I'm going to guess like 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Okay.
Yep. Obviously, eat up a bunch of time. We also really like the Hall of Presidents. It's, it's for 2 adults who like are semi-interested in history. It's definitely entertaining. And then right nearby, if you still can't leave Liberty Square without getting drenched, you can go into Ye Olde Christmas Shop. There's a lot of stuff in there to look at. There's like a lot of different things that you could look at and kill time.
I don't like the smell of that store.
What does it smell like?
It smells like put on Christmas, but it gives me a headache.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold your breath.
Yeah.
And go in.
Wear a mask.
And if you want to get something to eat while you're over there, the quick service that you could duck into is a Columbia Harbor House. They mainly serve seafood, but they do have a few chicken and plant-based items.
And coffee.
And coffee. Yeah.
From our
Coffee,
our previous episode.
Right. In which my brother and I discovered on the one time we went to Disney World that was cold, and we were like, where do you get hot coffee? Because it was pre-Joffrey's.
Gave you the cast members coffee that they
know,
brought
they were
to
probably
work
like, we've never
day.
made coffee. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we got it from the Columbia Harbor House, and we were as happy as clams. No pun intended. Next, let's go to what is arguably the worst place to be in the Magic Kingdom if it rains, with the exception of Frontierland, only because like 80% of Frontierland is under construction right now. Fantasyland, not a good place to be in the rain. If you get stuck there, we're going to give you some things to do, but if you can help it, get out of Fantasyland.
Right.
There are a lot of outdoor queues. The wait times get really long, so you could be like, even if, you know, like for example, Peter Pan is a covered queue, but if the wait is long, if the line is long, which it often is, you could end up outside. The worst part is that many of those rides there are really, really short.
I know.
So you're not getting out of the rain for very long.
Nope. Yep.
It's a Small World is an exception.
Yeah.
The queue is covered. The line, like, I don't know if I've ever seen the line outside of the queue because the indoor covered part is long enough. It's 10 minutes. The ride is 10 minutes long, which is a nice long time to be inside. And at night, it's a walk-on. So if it's like drizzling outside and you just need to duck out for a few minutes, you usually can just walk on to Small World. We've gotten on it with no wait many times at night because Fantasyland is a lot less busy at night, with the exception of Peter Pan. Peter Pan is always busy.
I know.
But if you want to go into the new Fantasyland area, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, if the line is short enough where you can just get right into the indoor queue, I suggest that. It's a somewhat long dark ride. I'm not going to tell you how long because it's part of our Disney trivia. It's kind of long compared to the other dark rides in the area.
Sure.
So you can kill a little time over there. If the line is extending outside, skip it. That queue for some reason is like especially hot and muggy. So the last place you want to be is there when it's raining.
You're really packed into the person in front of you.
Now, if you're really desperate and you're in Fantasyland and you just need to get in somewhere, go into Big Top Souvenirs in the Storybook Circus section. It's a big shop. It's a big souvenir store, so you can mill around for a long time. But they also have a bakery counter. So a lot of the stuff that you can get in like the confectionery, you can get there, and there are a few little tables and chairs, so you could really like hang out there for a little while. It's not open late. It closes pretty early. I'm guessing because that section isn't busy later at night because it's mainly for littles because of the circus animals.
Right.
But if it's like during the day and you're just truly stuck, go there.
Okay.
There's also a couple of quick service places in Fantasyland. Again, like quick service places are the best to go in if it's raining because you don't need a reservation. You don't need to wait. You just like go in.
Yeah.
There's Gaston's Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Which has LeFou's Brew, which is our favorite non-alcoholic drink in Disney. It's made with... Do you remember what it's made with? We never remember. I wrote it down this time.
Is the base marshmallow?
No.
Is the base passion fruit?
No.
Just tell me.
Okay. The base is frozen apple juice.
Okay.
And then it has toasted marshmallow and passion fruit mango foam. And it's made to look like a beer. Because it's his brew. It's LeFou's Brew at the Tavern. Disney doesn't serve beer. So it's like it's like layered to look like.
And it's like if LeFou made a beer because he's stupid.
Yeah. And we love it. We like literally booked a trip one time because we just really, really wanted LeFou's Brew, and we just blew it out into like a whole trip.
Yep.
I don't like apple juice or marshmallow or mango, and I love this drink.
Yeah, that's a testament for you.
Yeah. The other quick service place that we would suggest over in Fantasyland is Pinocchio Village House. Yeah, it gets really busy. There's a good amount of seating. If you can get a seat inside, grab it. If not, you'll be stuck outside with just a little umbrella. It's not the best quick service in Disney World. Magic Kingdom doesn't have a lot of great eateries.
Mm-hmm.
But it's It's just solid. They have like chicken fingers. It's where I go if I want a salad. It's one of the only places you can get a salad in Disney, in Magic Kingdom.
It's where you met that little boy that wouldn't stop coughing.
Yeah, it's where I'm pretty sure I got sick on one of those trips because he coughed all over my food.
See, this is why kids aren't allowed in Disney.
We've never gone.
I don't know how he got in,
sick.
but he was there.
It was the parents' fault because not one time did they tell him to stop coughing. I remember I walked out and I said, I must have gotten sick. You were outside somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. Next, Tomorrowland.
Ooh.
My favorite place to get stuck if it's raining for a number of reasons.
Uh-huh.
They have a couple of or a few really long attractions. People Mover is over 10 minutes.
Yeah. I also wouldn't suggest that necessarily because if it's like a windy rainstorm, you'll get wet.
Okay, don't go on the People Mover if it's a windy rainstorm. And don't go if the queue is all the way down. But if the park is starting to empty out because of the weather and you can get right onto the moving escalator and it's not windy, go on it because you can just chill.
I second that.
It's mainly covered. A good thing to always pack is like a microfiber towel. I'll put them in the show notes, the ones that we use, so you could like wipe off seats if you need to. But besides that, you're going to kill like 10 minutes on the People Mover. Carousel Progress, another one. If you can time it so you have to wait outside and it's not covered. But if you can get on right when they're having a new show, it's over 20 minutes. It's a great nap place.
It is a great nap place.
You took a nap in there and snored.
I did.
Thing, and I'm like, I was elbowing you to wake up.
Me and John,
You and John on the stage.
That's right.
And Rover, the dog. The other thing that is great there that you can usually just walk right into the building is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. If you go back a few episodes, we have like a recap of the whole experience. So if you don't know what it is, go listen to that episode. But you just go in, you're in the waiting area, and then when you go into the show, it's like 10 minutes. Boom, you spent like an hour in Tomorrowland. The storm has passed.
Space Mountain is an excellent time killer too.
That was the next one.
Wouldn't you say?
Totally, because the indoor queue
is
long
right.
and it's all inside. You know, the ride is quick, but like if you have to get out of the rain and you love Space Mountain and you don't mind waiting for a little while, go in there. You won't even know it's raining outside. There's literally not one window in all of Space Mountain.
Yeah, if you walk up to the ride, or if you saw in advance that the wait time is something like 45 or 50 minutes and you don't see people lined up outside, that's like the ideal time to go if you're trying to pad out, you know, waiting for rain to pass.
Right. Also, one of the best places to eat in the Magic Kingdom if it's raining is one of our least favorite quick services in Disney, but there's so much seating that you can really get out of the weather.
Is it Cosmic Rays?
Yeah, Cosmic Rays, the home of the burger that you hated, that you were so excited to get.
That I always think about, though.
Tons of seating. It's a burgers and fries place. It has its own bathroom. Like we went during a crazy storm and it was packed and we got a seat, no problem. It was no big deal. Okay. Adventureland.
Arr.
Not that much to do here in the rain. No quick service that's indoors now. The Tortuga Tavern is closed.
But we got Beacon Barrel coming.
Yeah, you probably need a reservation for that.
Probably do.
There's a couple ice cream spots, but they're just walk-ups. But if you're over there and it starts to rain, you can go to the Tiki room. The queue is completely covered. You would get rain, but like it's pretty well covered, that queue, and the ride and the show's like 12 minutes long. So you'll be inside for a while, and there's fake rain in there. There's a fake thunderstorm.
Yep.
You can also go into the Pirates of the Caribbean. The entire queue is covered.
Yep.
There's usually kind of a wait. The ride itself is all inside, but what's also nice is that after the ride, if you get off and it's still raining, it empties into that big gift shop that's completely covered that market.
Yes.
And there's bathrooms right there that you don't even have to go outside for, so you could like kill some time.
I can tell you what ride in Adventureland not to go on when it's raining.
What?
J. Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. Yeah, I don't even think it's going to be open that much. If it's like a bad storm, I don't even think they would have it open. And then you can always duck into Frontierland. There's the walkway from Adventureland to
Right.
Frontierland. You could go on Country Bear Jamboree. You walk in, the waiting area is indoors. The show is 10 minutes long. And then you could go over to one of my favorite quick service spots in Disney World, Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. You have Mexican food and tons of seating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I mean, it sounds like, well, you listed everything to do in the Magic Kingdom, but we really didn't. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't list, whether because it's like not interesting to adults or not good in the weather or both. And there's plenty of shops that we didn't suggest because they're like not big or they're like really just toys or something. So like we said to start, there's a lot you can do in Magic Kingdom.
Totally.
So that's why we had a lot of places on our list. And that's why we would suggest staying if it starts to rain. If it's going to be a very rainy day all day, maybe making that a Magic Kingdom day and making the most of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for Disney Parks trivia?
Yep.
Okay. New Fantasyland has 2 areas. What are the names?
I didn't know it had 2 areas.
Me neither until like today.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know one name.
Do I?
Yeah. New Fantasyland.
Okay.
Where do you go? Like if you walk through New Fantasyland, what do you get to?
The 7 Dwarfs Mine Train?
No, the section.
The aerial or the under the sea ride?
No, you really have no idea. Okay. New Fantasyland is split into 2 sections.
Yep.
The place with like Ariel
Mm-hmm.
and Snow White is the Enchanted Forest.
Oh.
And then Storybook Circus is also part of New Fantasyland.
Oh,
It's not
yeah,
a
yeah,
separate land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So 0 out of 1.
Okay.
Approximately how long is the Little Mermaid dark ride?
7 minutes.
Oh, pretty good. It's a little over 6 minutes. I would have honestly said like 2 minutes.
Oh.
It feels really short to me.
Oh.
How long is Space Mountain?
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay.
Pretty good for a roller coaster. 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? How long is... I don't have the answer to this. How long is Snow White? Isn't it like a minute and a half?
I have no idea.
Maybe I just made that up. I know that the one that we hate in Storybook Circus is like crazy short.
The Barnstormer,
Yeah,
it's like
hate it.
45 seconds.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible in every way. How many acres is Magic Kingdom? It's the smallest of the parks.
150.
Smaller.
80.
107.
Okay.
How many people, you can give me a range or an about, how many people visit Magic Kingdom every day?
1.5 million.
No. Magic Kingdom. That's like what visits Disney World, I think.
Okay.
I forget exactly, but I think that number's in the millions. No, Magic Kingdom every day, 46 to 48,000.
Okay. All right. That's surprisingly less than I mean, obviously it's less than I thought.
I have no concept of any of this stuff. The only thing I have to compare it to is my high school graduating class, which was like 501 people. And that's how I compare every single thing. So I'm like, well, that times
update your reference, honey.
That's all I've got. Because I can picture the picture we took of us on the football field. And I can visualize what 500 people look like. And I've been floating on that since I graduated in 2001. So.
Alrighty then.
All right, here's a softball. Second to last question.
Okay.
What is the name of the performer at Cosmic Rays? The alien animatronic.
Sunny Eclipse.
Yep. Okay. What part of Magic Kingdom has no bathrooms?
Ooh, good question. No bathrooms. Frontierland?
No. But I know why you're thinking that because of historical accuracy, right?
No, I was really trying to think of bathrooms
where you
that
don't
I've
go.
seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's Liberty Square
Oh, okay.
because
yeah.
there was no indoor plumbing. So the Imagineers made it. Luckily, Liberty Square is tiny, so you can just walk to Fantasyland has the bathrooms right there, like where you would the tangled bathrooms, right,
Right.
where you would cross into Liberty Square.
Right.
And then why do I always forget this? Does Liberty Square turn into Frontierland?
No.
What does it turn into if you just keep walking?
The hub. You go back to the castle hub.
Okay. Really?
Yep.
I picture it turning into Are you sure it doesn't turn into Frontierland?
No.
Because don't you walk and there's like the Liberty Tree Tavern and then there's like the restaurant that's in Frontierland?
Well, that's like the wing. Like that's that area of the park. But if you're in the castle area and you go to Liberty Square, it's a straight shot. And then you'd be walking. I mean, you'd have walked all the way to the rivers of America.
That don't exist.
Right. And then if you turn around and do the same, who cares?
I mean, I care, but it's like,
Right.
like some places I could, if you called me and you were lost, I could direct you. Like I'm really, really good in Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
And I'm usually good in Magic Kingdom, but like that, I mean, in my head, the map is just like completely different. I'll have to pay extra attention when we're there.
Yeah, I'm the Magic Kingdom guy.
Okay. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
That wraps us up. Check out DisneyForCouples.com for more. Go shopping. We have waterproof stickers inspired by Disney parks. You can go to magicalstickershop.com or Magical Sticker Store on Etsy. Check the show notes for any links that you might find interesting after listening to this episode. And remember to stay young at heart like Walt would want.
Bye.
Bye, guys.